welcome to Designing Adobe XD. I'm your host, Talin Wadsworth. I'm the lead designer for Adobe XD, and joining me today, very special guest. She's been on with me once before, very briefly, but now really going through, like throwing up the gauntlet, trial by fire, all those metaphors and cliches. Our newest designer on the Adobe XD team, Gayatri Gaekwad, here joining me. Did I just murder your last name?
No, it's fine.
Gaekwad. Gaekwad, yeah.
But everybody has a hard time. It's not a very cool.
Yeah, all right. Welcome, Gayatri.
Thank you.
Thanks
I'm
for
excited
joining.
to be here.
I'm really excited that you said yes, because you know there's still a few of your colleagues that refuse to come on the stream.
Really? Oh, I had that option. I didn't. I didn't know that was
See, that's why she's new. She doesn't. No. You didn't have an option. This is required.
Okay. I was just like, I might as well. You know, like if I make any rookie mistakes, it's just because I'm new.
No, it's good. It's good. This is this is a safe place. This is a safe place. See, everybody here, they're really excited to have you on. How's everybody doing in the chat today? Jason, Matthias, great to see you. Ahmad, excellent, thanks for joining us. Dave, thanks for joining us. Of course, Michael and Lee from the Adobe Live team. Always great to have them with us running the show here today. How's everybody doing? Eric, great to see you back. Daniel, how's it going?
Hey, Abby. Hi. Abby's a friend of mine from school.
Nice. What's up, Abby? Thanks for joining us. Look like an official Adobe employee right here. Yeah, we're really excited today. You know, always like to kind of, do kind of new and exciting things here. And of course, if you guys have any questions about Adobe XD, let us know. Again, we're here to answer questions and just kind of give you an insight into kind of how we work as a team and how all the things that we think about when we're designing features for all of you to use inside of XD. So thanks for joining us. So today we're gonna be doing something really cool. So I was kind of putting out on Twitter that we were gonna design a new feature, but Gayatri, you were telling me something earlier that I hadn't yet realized, is that you were saying you have not yet what?
Oh yeah, I haven't really designed for XD at all yet. I've only been here a month. So this is the first time I'm using the design system for XD in XD.
In XD.
Yeah.
She's been doing some really amazing work, just kind of getting familiarized with our design system, with all the different parts of the application, because I was thinking the other day, we've done monthly releases since we came out in beta. And we've had over 20 monthly releases of new features.
Yeah, also I mean, even internally, as I was this morning putting together, like, okay, I need to slow down and use this application, and I realized there are so many different versions of applications and builds that we use as well, so I have to kind of be cognizant of what's out there and what we should be using.
In fact, we were getting a little preview of what's on tap for next month just the other day. So that's exciting.
A lot of new stuff also coming in for Max.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course,
Not
Adobe
too
Max.
far away.
I don't know. Do you guys know about Adobe Max? It's coming up in almost just right on a month. We'll be down in LA presenting some really exciting new stuff for Adobe XD.
Yeah.
But today we're going to be talking about something that I don't know if everyone's been paying attention. I know Matthias, you mentioned it and actually put a link in the chat just a bit. But we recently announced plugins for Adobe XD.
Which is gonna make it so much easier.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cool.
A lot of fun things.
And not only are we excited about, again, we have this great post from VJ, who kind of heads up the kind of plugins ecosystem team. He put this great post up on Medium the other day, kind of about supercharging design workflows with third-party plugins, and he announced some of our partnerships, some key third-party developers that we're gonna be working with. So we're super excited to see plugins from Dribbble and Cloud App and Stark and Trello now coming into XD, really integrating into XD. So we just announced this the other day. We're super excited. We gave a little preview of some of that in-app experience and how that's gonna start to look. But this is not just for big third-party developers, because we want everyone to be able to create a plugin for Adobe XD, including us.
Yeah.
Actually, we want to create some plugins.
We're gonna try to, or I'm going to try.
Actually, that's what we're gonna do.
Knows how to do
yes,
this.
yes. Today we actually, instead of a little twist on our semi-regular, let's design a new feature for XD in 30 minutes or less. Today we are actually gonna design a plugin for Adobe XD.
Live.
Right? Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. So recently we just had a 3-day Adobe XD Dev Day, where we brought in a bunch of these third-party independent developers, and to help them get going, we actually created this UI kit to actually help them design plugins. And so we are going to be using that that UI kit to design kind of a new plugin today. So that's pretty cool. What kind of plugins would you guys like to see in XD? Do you want to write your own? Do you guys have any cool ideas? Let us know. We would love to hear them. Ahmad, so are there coding plugins? There could be coding plugins. Ahmad, do you have any experience? What kind of coding plugin would you like to make? Maybe something that translates an XD design into HTML or CSS. Again,
I definitely want a lorem ipsum plugin.
I mean, there's going to be what's really exciting is that anyone's going to be able to create a plugin for XD, and I think that's which is so powerful about plugins. So again, like today, I thought noun project. That'd be a pretty good one. Galen, I like that suggestion.
Wait, maybe we should also answer what are plugins.
what are plugins? That's a good question. So plugins, if you're not familiar with maybe some of with like Photoshop or Illustrator kind of back in the day, but plugins are where kind of independent developers or tool makers or maybe third-party partners actually create plugins to extend or add on to the core workflows of an application. So I remember there's a great plugin that I used back in kind of when we were looking to do, there was a prototyping one, and now I'm totally blanking on the name, but it actually allowed me to create interactive prototypes in Photoshop. Oh, and that plugin actually inspired XD. Oh, because I just figured that I needed those kind of interactive capabilities to make my designs come to life. For sure. So actually that plugin actually inspired Adobe XD. Yeah, so plugins are ways that we can use kind of and extend the workflows, maybe some really cool specific ways, or maybe do something really wild. Unsplash, Adriana, that's another great suggestion. Creating an Unsplash plugin.
I haven't really used Unsplash.
Yeah, yeah, we should those are two great. Yeah, Lee, I think seconded Galen's because I think something with the Noun project, or actually one of my favorite icon sites out there today. That I think you were looking at a little earlier. Of course, we talked a little bit beforehand. Yeah. So what kind of plugin do you want to make today? What are you thinking?
What do you have in mind? Do you have any already in mind?
Well, I like the icon one.
The one that we were talking about earlier.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys have seen this site, but I'm really hot on this one right now from our friend Matt Smith at MDS on Twitter. If you guys have not checked out Matt's work, this guy is a phenomenal designer, and he's created this site called Streamlined, which is an amazing service that provide like just a huge library of icons. But this is the really cool part.
You can like change the weights.
These icons have dynamic weights included in them. So you want the light style, you want the medium, the sort of regular sort of size, or you want that bolder style.
I think it's definitely also like something that people like lorem ipsum spend time on trying to decide, and sometimes you just need something that's a placeholder that conveys the message just for the time being. Yeah. And a plugin like this would be something that I would use. I sometimes like spend too much time with the pen tool trying to put something together and waste time.
Sometimes also like with this one, what I love about Streamline is that like the icon, like you'll drop it in to your design and the weight really won't match kind of the overall feel. Yeah. Right? And so then you'll want to go and tweak that.
They have these cool little skulls that show you the weight.
Oh, I love the skull thing. So Matt does phenomenal work, and so we thought, what if we made a Streamlined plugin for XD? I know, what do you guys think? Again, like related to the Noun project, like I think it could be really cool. How's everybody? Yeah, good. Oh, the material design plugin, that would also be good.
Oh yeah, that's also something that we kind of talked about yesterday. Yeah.
Android and iOS icon export plugin, that would be great as well. But on that one, do you know that we just added asset extraction from XD's design spec feature? So you can actually, you can publish your design spec, and now your developers can actually download different versions of your icon. If they need an SVG, they can download that. They need a PNG of that icon, they can download that all on demand. Just launched recently with our design spec feature. So you guys should go check that out. Dave, that's a great, a plugin that connects to Oracle or Mongo or Postgres. Yes, definitely. And I don't know if you guys are Trello users, but Trello is one of our key partners that is going to be bringing a plugin to XD very soon.
That's exciting.
So that's pretty exciting. All right, so where do we start? Let's kind of step back and as someone mentioned, what is a plugin? How do we start designing our plugin for Streamline in XD here?
I think for sure one of the first ways is kind of like first thinking about dialing down the experience and really thinking about what is the exact thing that you might want to do. Then also kind of thinking along the lines of this really helpful plugin kit that one of the designers on the team has come up with. And kind of like starting to think about how the experience might work within this plugin kit. Maybe we can start just throwing some things together that we can think of. I think one of the first things maybe we can start with is like, and I feel like as designers we do like kind of these quick ways. I think they have a free option. And
so we want to get some content to start making our plugin feel real. Again, the idea would be is that we would kind of visualize that first, kind of work out the workflow kinks.
For sure.
And then later on, ideally, we'd go and actually code it ourselves. Actually, maybe connect
just to kind of like start thinking about what the experience might look like. So maybe
So you're gonna go and sign up for Matt's free tier
I can't spell my own name.
So what would the workflow be? So what do we want to do? We've got all these icons and we want to do we want to bring them into our sketch? I mean, it's our XD file, right?
Yeah. Or maybe even think about how, bring the icons into
bring the icons, right? So instead of going and browsing the website, instead I could go and actually access the Streamline icons from directly inside of XD. That's what the plugin would do. Is that what you're thinking?
So I have the icons here
so
now.
We've got some icons.
It's like a lot of different weights. Maybe we open just the AI folders of these just to get started.
Yep.
Okay. So we have them up here.
So Matt has provided them in SVG and AI format.
Yeah, you can get them in a lot of different formats, but I figured this one would be the easiest since we're staying within the Creative Cloud. So maybe we pick the first few, throw it into maybe XD. I'm gonna start maybe designing here itself. Okay. Like just
so we want to. So here's the scenario, right? We want to talk about our workflow. Is okay. I'm designing, and all of a sudden I need some icons here now because I've designed like maybe like a menu.
I'm gonna keep the pieces here.
Yep.
So imagine you're within the XD framework, and maybe I designed a thing like maybe I made a circle and put some text next to it. See, a Lorem Ipsum plugin would be great.
Oh, a Lorem Ipsum plugin would also be great. So,
I mean, even riffing off of that, I guess, like in the past when I've used plugins, it's very simple to kind of just click on something and fill in the data in there. So I'm kind of imagining having some kind of an object selected and dialing into a plugin option somewhere. Maybe it's a drop down within here, or maybe somewhere over here. We can decide that shortcut later, but we're trying to first figure out what's the simplest way.
I'd want the Streamline shortcut. So I'm designing, and I would just go, you know, Command H or something. I don't know what it might be, but we'll imagine that. All right.
It probably throws in a drop down like this. So I think the scenario that we've used in the plugin is very simply a rename artboard plugin, and you kind of give the user some context about what they need to do, how to run the plugin in the first place. And there are a lot of different options. So in this example, they've showed how you can change rename artboards and kind of show some basic selections and apply them.
Sam was very nice to kind of show maybe how some of these, maybe how you might start using some of these components to start designing your plugin.
I think this is a very useful kind of simple plugin kit that you can start thinking about. Like you can have repeat grid options in there somewhere. You can have a search option.
It's very thorough. It's very thorough.
Check boxes. Those are all things that can kind of like help you decide what kind of plugin you want to apply. So I'm gonna just kind of like live editing this thing is kind of nerve-wracking.
You're doing great. Don't worry about it. All right, so you're going to start with, we've got a little artboard. We've got the menu. So we're thinking we have a design on the canvas.
Right.
And then I need to fill in some icons. So then I'm gonna hit the keyboard shortcut or the menu option to go and access the Streamlined plugin after I've installed it.
And then what happens? So maybe we call this Streamlined Plugin. And maybe, so you select object on your artboard and replace it with an icon. Keep it simple for now. We can, of course, this is not at XD. This would go through layers of approval.
No, we're not.
Okay, I'm just gonna like live start building just to kind of like think about how.
Like how they're going to display.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start designing maybe your artwork so we can start giving our plugins some, make it feel real.
Yeah,
I'll
for
start
sure.
doing that. All right.
Okay, so maybe these are categories of plugin that you create.
Yeah. Have you guys used, what kind of plugins does the chat use? Have you used plugins before? What are any ones that you'd love to see in XD? Let us know here in the chat, and we'd love to hear from you. Yeah, so today we are creating a plugin to sort of access all the great icons from Matt Smith's Streamline site, and we are going to pull them instead of having to go to the browser, go and download the other ad, like the SVG, and then bring that into XD. Wouldn't it be handy if I could just access all of those icons directly from within XD?
So this is, I really shouldn't be designing within the plugin kit, but I have a local folder saved.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of, since I'm also on the timer.
Yep.
So I'm gonna quickly try to find the checkbox that I want.
Eye candy 3. That would be amazing, Matthias. Yeah, maybe it's like you know what I'd love to create is well, this is Michael and I have designed this before, but like a color theming plugin, like something that allows me to kind of like retheme. Yeah, like goes to like Adobe Color and like pulls in all my like cool color themes or maybe the most popular from the community, and then just like bring them in and just like recolor all my designs inside of XD like with like one click. Like that would be amazing.
Also, this is how new I am. I'm gonna ask Talin for permission to like, can this art dialogue be bigger?
These are really just guidelines. These aren't hard and fast rules. These are just guidelines. Yep.
I'm just gonna.
So, yeah. So it's very, very thorough guidelines. Sam did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parker knows what I'm talking about with the Adobe Color plugin. That would be amazing. So yeah, so we want to see all of the, so maybe you're at that free tier, like you haven't, upgraded. So I want to have access to all those icons here inside of XD directly.
Before anybody starts complaining about me not following the specs.
No, we don't worry about that. This is like early concept. We'll worry about specs later.
Yeah,
don't
this
worry
is
about
just
that.
kind of trying to figure out how it might. I can't select that last bit. Why can't I select it?
All right, so Streamline's got those 3 different sizes. So of course we want to be able to browse that, and I think that's what you're sort of designing here. Is you're saying, all right, oh, you got your category selector. All right, so there are different categories, right?
Yeah, I kind of just threw that in there also.
Yeah, very handy, very easy way to browse. Very good.
I feel like something got stretched out here, so I'm gonna go back.
That's all right.
Just a little bit. See, living the life of a designer.
Yeah, that's why we need responsive resize in XD.
Yeah. Or me like being, I'm trying to work faster than I usually would.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. You're doing good. So we're gonna do, so he's already kind of categorized some of these icon sets, and we're gonna browse those and we're gonna bring them right into our design in XD.
So I'm making room over here to throw in some of the icon previews.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's why you would want it. You don't just want like here are like all the files. I want to see those rich previews.
Okay, so I think I had them opened.
Yep.
You're
just gonna grab a bunch.
Yeah, I'll just probably.
We could also put those.
Row.
We could also put them into a Creative Cloud library.
Oh.
For another day. For another day.
I'm just like, what?
So you can just copy and paste directly from Illustrator into XD. Really great. There they are. All maintain all their vectoriness, right? So we can scale
Maybe I
and
don't
do a bunch
even
of
need
things
the
in
next row.
There we go.
Just leave it there.
All right.
Like so yeah. So it also threw them into the symbols.
Oh yeah, because they were symbols.
Right
Already. So that's awesome. So very handy. Look at that. Already symbols, so I can reuse them.
Already kind of looks a little real, right? I need to just apply this apply.
Did you also download the Boulder versions?
I did. I'm gonna make it.
All right, we're gonna make the switch.
This is really not how you should design. You shouldn't edit the button on the go.
No, it totally should. This is how design happens. It's messy. It's
right. Yeah, I think if you're gonna start thinking about the details a bit too much, you're gonna lose the idea that's in your head.
Yep, exactly. When you're in those early steps of prototyping, and that's why like we design XD in XD a lot of times. It's just so easy to sort of get your ideas down and start working out that flow. Right, the details we can always go back in and like tighten up all the spacing and all the specs later on. But if we don't have the flow correct, if we don't know what the experience is going to start being for our users, then we've kind of missed the mark, right? So no amount of like fine tuning when it comes to all those specs and visuals is going to help us if the workflow is just broken. And so of course that's why it's so great that you can work very quickly and then start to prototype inside of XD. Right
so
away.
I wonder if this is already beginning to make sense to people.
Oh, this is totally. So we've selected our category of icons, and we're just seeing them displayed here. And now we're going to see different options. Again, because Streamline kind of gives you like 3 different options to kind of choose from. 3 different weights. It's very like a typeface in that way.
Sorry, I'm trying to like copy.
No, you're all right. All the objects.
Selected.
Yeah, Matthias has a great question. Have you used XD? Have you downloaded and checked it out? I think Dave was saying, maybe it was Dave, someone else earlier was saying that maybe they hadn't used XD yet. So Alexander, Color Hunt. He mentioned, because we were talking about Adobe Color theming, the color theme, Adobe Color, the color theming site, and Color Hunt would also be a great plugin. Yeah. Alexander, you should design that. And let's see. Let's check it out. What would that plugin look like? Love to see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna just because I'm curious to see if I have this right.
Okay.
I'm gonna wire this up to just kind of.
Okay, so we've hopped over to prototype mode. Again, XD is great because now you've got your design, and now we want to start sort of wiring up those interactions.
Oh, also this line is really good indicator of where the scroll would end.
There you go. There you go. Actually, why don't you drag that all the way down because we don't want to scroll. Yeah. There we go.
Got it. All right. So my goal over here is when you click, or rather,
that
click
one.
bold,
That one. Yep.
it goes into this, and that's it.
Just dissolve because it's just gonna. Okay, let's check it out. So go up and launch the preview window.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I have.
Oh, you make that one your home artboard. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, let's see.
So Dave has not used XD. Go down. Check it out. Oh yeah, turn off scrolling on that artboard as well, on the other artboard. I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, just take that down. There you go. All right, let's check it out. So now you click.
There.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's something. There's a layer issue.
I
wonder what it is.
Okay. Oh. Okay. For the artboards? Is the artboards? Okay, so select the artboards.
Okay.
And then turn off scrolling. So right now it's set up as vertical scrolling.
Where am I looking at scrolling?
In right there.
Oh yeah.
None.
See, that's how new I am. But that's a good pointer for anybody else who might also be.
Yes. So we're gonna turn off scrolling on both of those artboards.
Also, I think it's too. I want to select art.
Matthias, yes, Dave, you're presenting a bit of a challenge. Are you on Linux? Sadly, we do not have a Linux build of XD.
There, kind of. There's a little bit of a slight.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. This is again, we're getting the idea. There we go. So it looks like some things have shifted just a little bit, but that's all right.
I wonder what has shifted though? Oh, I think I know what shifted.
I think it was the
shadow.
Yep. All right, so then we can choose the icons here. Well, we can choose our weight. We've chosen our weight.
Okay.
Here.
Sorry.
Yep.
So we've chosen our weight. What do we do next? Maybe we show a selection.
Select it. Yeah, select and let's add it.
Okay. So maybe we have an object somewhere here that someone had selected.
Yep, so that's your selected object. Very good.
If I want to show this, this is what I love about working in XD and designing for XD. Sometimes you can use the screenshot. Right.
There you go.
Exact
very
screenshot.
nice, very nice.
Right there.
Galen, that's great to hear. I'm really excited to hear what you think of XD and all the great stuff that you are making with it. You know, I always love seeing it. So if you ever want to sort of send something my way, I always love seeing the great work you guys are doing in XD. You can just tweet at me at Mr. Talin. I always love checking out great work that people are designing. Yeah. So Dave, yes, Dave. Maybe one day. Linux. Yeah, no, you should check it out if you do have a Windows or Mac machine. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to duplicate.
No, you're good. You're good.
Duplicate the.
This is all about like us. Prototyping is all about quick and dirty. It's all about just seeing that thing real. You know, it's so handy to have design capability and prototyping inside of XD. Right, then you can just see it very quickly, and then once you can sort of see it and experience it, you can start troubleshooting and start, and iterating on it in real time. So.
Who says it in Adobe? A prototype is worth 100 meetings.
Actually, it's an old IDEO saying.
Oh,
really? A prototype is worth 1,000 meetings.
Okay, definitely. I think sometimes
if you're
you're
in SF.
Okay.
Well, Dave, let me know if you go through all that, but we'd love to see you checking out XD. So.
Okay, so then maybe someone makes when they go into bold, they
make a selection. So you're gonna show a selection state now. Yeah, they gotta do the skull.
Gotta do the skull.
Gotta do the skull.
Okay, can't select the skull. Is that
I think you've got the background selected. So hit escape.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. There it is. So when you select the skull, it's going to turn the blue.
Selected state. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And then you're going to add it to your canvas. So I need to copy over and do one more screen. Just copy that artboard. And take away the. Now we sort of will take. Yeah. Take away the dialogue.
If it went away.
And just delete it. And just do a dissolve. Yeah.
And then
just copy that, copy that blue one over.
Skull into the little selected space.
There it is. Adds it right onto the canvas.
And then maybe just remove it. Doesn't need to be there anymore.
Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, let's wire it up.
So maybe when you hit, we're back here where we started, right? You come into this state.
Yep. And then we select the skull.
Yes.
Wire it up to the next artboard.
Yeah, we want to keep it dissolve.
Yep. And then you click on the apply button.
And it goes into this. This is very, very quick wiring.
That's the goal of prototyping, you know.
Let's see if I got it right. I'm gonna quickly check if scrolling.
Yeah, scrolling's off because you copied it. Yep.
Cool.
So so now hit play. Now we're gonna check out our flow. So we're gonna.
It's moving.
Oh no!
I'm gonna fix it.
Shifted. We'll fix it. All right. So then.
There you selected
the skull. Hit apply. Boom.
There it
right
is.
on my canvas.
It's actually really quick, so I'm gonna quickly fix.
Yeah, I do that.
Find a way to fix this.
So this is again like just kind of one example of like a plugin that of course I'd love to see inside of XD.
That was a very quick.
I mean, again, like if you will it, it is no dream. yeah, this is exciting. We're so excited to bring plugins, I think, to the design community using XD, and we think it's really going to kind of supercharge kind of your workflows and really connect you to, maybe you again check out the blog post, see some of our partners. Like if your team works with Trello or Jira, there's going to be a really exciting sort of community of plugins right as we kind of launch the feature. And then, of course, it'll be open for everyone to create their own plugins and really, turn XD and kind of do some I'm really excited to see some wild things that people are going to do with XD. Yeah, Vitali, tuning in late. Not available yet, but today we were just kind of dreaming of what a plugin we'd love to see inside of XD. So coming soon. We're super excited to bring plugins to the design community in XD, and we can't wait to see what you all create with it. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next Friday with another topic. Gayatri, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Little trial by fire.
Yeah.
Again, Gayatri is our newest member in XD, and you did a great job.
Thank you so much
for joining us.
Well, thank you for helping me out through it too.
That's what everybody else is here for. So yeah, go check out the blog posts. Go send us your feedback on Twitter. We love hearing from everyone. And thank you. We'll see you next Friday.
Thank you.